If I can bring my duty, Yahweh gave me to do. If I can help somebody by passing away every day, when my living shall not be in vain.
This is YHWH Home Radio Broadcast, broadcasted live from international headquarters in Miami, Florida.
He will resurrect us from our graves. Now I'm so happy He has come back, because it's us He came to save. Oh yeah, take me up to the high country, where I can be with Yahweh and be free. Oh, let me go to the high country.
Yahweh's High Country on the cassette tape Spread the News by Elder Yosef.
I'm here to testify.
Shalom and welcome to this international broadcast of our great, good, and terrible black God Yahweh and His Son, Yahweh our Messiah. We're broadcasting live from international headquarters, 2766 Northwest 62nd Street in Miami, Florida, zip code 33147. We, the so-called black people of America, are the chosen people of Almighty God Yahweh. We are the people of the Old Testament Bible. Prophecy in the Old and New Testament tells us to look for the coming of Yahweh's Son, who would come in His Father's name, Yahweh, St. John 5:43. The so-called black people of America are the most blessed of all people on earth. For unto us a child is born, unto us the Son, Yahweh, is given, and the government shall be upon His shoulder, and His name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Isaiah 9:6.
I just like to testify to you this morning that Yahweh is God. And besides Yahweh, there is no God. I just like to testify to you today that the great, good, and terrible black God, Yahweh, the only true and living God, Yahweh, has sent His Son, Yahweh, King Yahweh, to you and me, the so-called black man of America. I just like to testify to you that Yahweh has sent our Savior, who is here to redeem us today. I just like to testify to you that our Savior is not only coming, but He's here. I like to testify to you that our Savior is here to deliver us and to bring us into our own land. And He ain't just coming no more, but He's here right now, dwelling among you and I today. And in a few minutes, the very one that I'm talking about, the very one that has you and me dressed in white this morning, the very one who has shook up this city, is here, dwelling with you and me right now. Yahweh, Ben Yahweh, who has caused a controversy in Miami. It's Yahweh Ben Yahweh, who has caused a controversy in 100 major cities across America. It's Yahweh Ben Yahweh, who got the United States government upset. It's Yahweh Ben Yahweh, who put all Uncle Toms out of business. It's Yahweh Ben Yahweh, who set all black leaders down. It's Yahweh Ben Yahweh, who has put the preachers out of business. It's Yahweh, our Messiah, who is here to deliver you and me from the hands of the white man. It's Yahweh, our Messiah, who is here to deliver us from the brutality of the white man, who has treated us evil and afflicted us evil for the past 400 years. It's Yahweh, our Messiah, who has come here as a champion for you and me.
And now to a service live and in progress with Yahweh, our Messiah.
Hallelujah, Yahweh. Kazak Ve'ematz. Baruch Hashem, Yahweh. How do we love Yahweh? And how do we love our brothers and sisters? What is our motto? We're all for one. We want our brothers and sisters. What about soup? And anything else? What color is God Almighty? What color are all the prophets? What color is Israel? How many tribes of Israel? What's the number of the fourth tribe? What do Yahweh choose Judah to do? How long? How long is forever? What do Yahweh choose Judah to do? How long? How long is forever? Well, tell me, who is Judah? Who is Judah? Who is Judah? Well, what did Yahweh choose you to do? What? What did Yahweh choose you to do? How long? How long is forever? Again, who is Judah? What did Yahweh choose you to do? How long? Yahweh chose who? Yahweh chose who? Yahweh chose who? If you don't know that, the only reason you don't know that is because the white man pulled the meanest trick in the universe by substituting himself for our true heritage. And it's all about inheritance. This whole Bible is about inheritance. This book is talking about the Son of Yahweh coming back, whose right it is. Whose right it is. Whose right it is to rule the world. That's in heaven. I have always been amazed that the preachers of the world could preach about the Son of God and not talk against the present rulers. They did not prepare, and they have not prepared my people for the one whose right it is to rule. That means that if there's one coming, or there was one to come, whose right it is to rule, it means the one who's ruling are not right. They don't belong in rulership.
Ezekiel chapter 37, the dry bones continues. Part 13.
Now, I'd like to go right into Ezekiel chapter 37 and see how far along we can go on the valley of the dry bones. We're still working on verse 22. Ezekiel 37:22. My job with the dry bones. For you that are new, dry bones here are a symbol. They are an allegory, metaphor, and a simile. That means that this chapter is not really talking about dry bones as a skeleton that died and got put in a cemetery. As an allegory, it means it's one thing under the image of something else. It's talking about a people. The dry bones is talking about a people. And this people is so messed up that the allegory dry bones is used to prove that these bones are messed up. In verse 11 it says, these bones are the whole house of Israel. And these bones can talk. Now you know bones can't talk now. You know, foot bones and ankle bones and knee bones and thigh bones and hip bones and back bones can't talk. But it says here that these bones are the whole house of Israel. And they're saying, our bones are dry. And our hope is lost. We're cut off for our parts. Cut off from being a nation of people. We've been cut off. Psalms 83, 1 through 5. This is for the sake of you that are new. We're doing a little thing called recapitulation here. You go over it again and consider it. Read.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Now there's a bunch of people that hate you. Read on.
They have taken crafty counsels against thy people.
There's some people that not only hate us, but they pass their hate from father to son as if you learn a craft from your father. And it's all against you. We don't.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And they consult together and have meetings together in their clubs at night, in their garden clubs and country clubs and around the golf course. They consult together in their churches, in their synagogue. They get together against you who have been hidden from the knowledge of your true history. We don't.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
See, that's what they were saying over in Ezekiel. The house of Israel saying, we've been cut off for our parts. Well, here's one of the parts you've been cut off from. You've been cut off from being a nation. If you ask my people in America, what's your nationality? We say silly things like colored, Negro, Afro-American, black. 9 people out of every 10 on earth are black. So you've been cut off from being a nation. You didn't know what nation you are. We don't.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
The way they cut you off, that's another part of your history you've been cut off from. Your name, Israel. All black people in America, our last name is Israel. Why? Because we have the same father. We're the same family. You have a last name that doesn't belong to you. It never was your name. It's not your name now. But if I ask you, what is your last name? You'll say, I'm Smith's nigga. What's your last name? I'm Mr. Johnson's nigga. What's your name, boy? I'm Mr. Culpepper's nigga. What's your name, boy? I'm Mr. Brown's nigga, boy. Well, how you get that name Brown, boy? I got it from my slave master, boss. You know, the man that owned my granddaddy. That's how I got my name. It come from the white man on the plantation. Well, what was your name before you were brought to the plantation, nigga? I don't know, boss. Nobody told me. I don't have no idea what my people's name was before the white man got hold of us. Well, everybody else on the earth have their same name, boy. Why don't you have your name? Well, boss, I guess I've been cut off. I guess the people that hate us got together and consulted against us and hid our name from us. And we just don't know what. They say we're from Africa somewhere, but I don't know where in Africa. I ain't lost nothing in Africa, boss. I'm American now. I'm from America. Nigga, you don't own America. White folk own America. Yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir. You right, boss. Cut off from being a nation. Didn't know your nationality was Israel, Hebrew Israelite. Didn't know your nationality was Hebrew Israelite. You are the member of the nation of Israel. You didn't know that. Why? Because nobody taught you. And notice here, it says the people that hate you cut your name off. They didn't want your name Israel to be remembered by you anymore. And then they hid you under their name, you their property. Long as you have a white man's name, you are the property of the white man. How do you tell the world what property is yours? Don't you put it in your name? Huh? Don't you put your property in your name? Well, white folks put you in their name. So whose property are you? They do what they want to with you. They can come right now tonight, on your way home from here tonight. Open up that door, boy. Kick it down. Come in and just take you to jail. Huh? What? Why? Because you are their property. They fire you when they want to. You don't own America. They tax you. They tax you like they want to tax you. Whatever they want to make the tax, that's the way it is. You pay it or lose what you got. And they take your tax, spend it on themselves. Huh? They take your money when you work. They take your money off the top. They take what they want from you off the top. You don't have to agree. They take it. You don't have no say-so over what white folk do with your money. You thought it was your money. They show you every week it's not your money. Truth hurts, doesn't it? Live this life and come into the knowledge of the truth, and it really shakes you up. But this is just the truth. You don't own nothing in America. I do too. I own my car. I paid for it. It's my car. You're lying. If it's your car, get in and drive it without a tag. Go on, just drive all over America and over the city without the white man's tag on the back. You bad. And when you see that light go on, you know what it is. Your heart goes to bumping and beating. Fear start knocking in your chest. You don't try to play bad around me. I know your heart almost stopped beating in your head. And you know those crackers are mean and terrible. Maybe I just might start beating on your head. You know how to get out that car. Get out cool and easy. Start hollering, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Police, yes, sir. The more they call you nigga, the more you say, yes, sir, Mr. Police, yes, sir. Where's your tag, boy? This is my car. Yeah, well, this is my highway, too. I'm thinking to impound your car. Take it down, and the record's fixing to take your car to the pound. Where's your license? Where's my permission for you to drive this car? Do you have my permission to drive this car? I don't need your permission. Well, till you get my permission, it's called a driver's license, you're going to jail. So now where's your car? See, it's not your car. Every year they tax you with tags the way they want to. You can pay $200,000 for your house, and they'll charge you $3,000 or $4,000 for taxes for the year. Don't pay it. Don't pay it. Don't pay it. Just don't pay it. You bad. Don't pay it. I paid for my house, $200,000 cash. You better have some extra money at the end of the year to pay those taxes. They're going to charge you for living there. If you don't have it, they'll take it. The sheriff is coming out. The sheriff and the marshals are coming out. Put a tag on your house. Sell it on the courthouse steps. Another cracker can come get your house for your taxes. You don't own nothing in America. You don't even own yourself. Praise Yahweh for the truth. But see, this knowledge has been taken from you. I'm bringing it back. It's rough to hear it like this, but it's just the truth. Ye shall know the truth. Only way you're going to be free is know the truth. Now back to Ezekiel 37:22. Now I have a job after teaching you how you've been cut off for your parts. Why were we in captivity here in America? The book says for Isaiah 5:13. Let's go to Isaiah 5:13 and find out why we were brought here in slavery. Nobody ever told you this. Isaiah 5:13. The Bible contains our true history, the world's best kept secret. This is where we get a true education. Read.
Therefore my people are gone into captivity.
Why?
Because they have no knowledge.
Because you have no knowledge. Hosea 4:6. We've been a destroyed people. Hosea 4:6. Read.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no peace to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God Yahweh, I will also forget thy children.
See, we have been a forgotten people in this country. We are a destroyed people in this country. Why? Because we had no knowledge of our Father Yahweh, and we forgot his law. So we run around and try to keep the law of the white man. Now, back to Ezekiel 37:22. Notice I'm letting the Bible teach you. All I ever speak to you is from this book. You learn more Bible here in one evening than you've learned all your life of going to church. I don't care if you're a deacon. I don't care if you're a preacher. You learn more under me as a preacher than you did all your life. In one evening. We preach it every Sunday. You don't know no word. If you're a preacher, you don't know nothing about the Bible. You only know one thing to do with the Bible. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I wish I had a princess tonight. That's it. Sisters get happy. Everybody starts sweating and shouting and jumping all over. Came to church ignorant, left ignorant. Oh, no. You know you didn't learn anything there. Now in verse 22, I will make you into one nation. My job is to take you, a destroyed people, and perform the miracle of making you into one nation. I have the job of coming to you, a people who have been programmed, brainwashed into loving your enemy while hating yourself. And take you, a people who can't get along, two of you can't get along together, sleeping in the bed with each other. Husband and wife hate each other. Y'all share a little feeling together and then fuss and raise hell all day. Come back together after 3 or 4 or 5 days and share a little feeling again. That's supposed to make everything all right. The problem is still there. You don't know how to solve a problem. You just cool off to get the feeling. As soon as the feeling's over again, hell all over again. But I have a job here in verse 22 to make you into one nation of people. Take a people who have 100 or 1,000 leaders in every town. You have more leaders than Reagan has jelly beans, or whoever that is has jelly beans. And then I'm supposed to make you to have one king over all of you. And you've never wanted one leader to lead you nowhere. You've been brainwashed and programmed. Do your thing. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. You go your way, I'll go my way. Nothing has been able to get all of you together to do nothing. In your history of being in America, no so-called leader has ever been able to call you together as one to do nothing. Yet I am supposed to be able to come here from among you and make one nation out of you. What has been impossible with everybody else, I'm supposed to get it done. You are not going to be two nations anymore. Neither shall you be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. I'm going to heal wipe out your divisiveness. How am I to get this done? First, you have to learn the fear of Yahweh. Till you learn the fear of Yahweh, you can't do well. James 2:19. You can't do well. The reason that my people don't do well, they don't know Yahweh with fear. They don't even know Yahweh. That's why you can't do well. If you belong to the secret society, if you were a Mason, you ought to recognize that name, those 4 letters up there. And if you don't recognize those 4 letters, you didn't go up very high. You still an apprentice. You still looking for a sponsor. You still don't know the password to get in on the first step. You don't even know which way east is. If you knew where east was, you wouldn't need a compass. You would know I'm your compass. I'm your square too. I'm also your great light. I'm also your password. And I'm your doorkeeper. Praise God. If you knew that name up there and really understood that name, then you know I'm the potentate's potentate. I am your most exalted Grand Master and ruler. Everybody else is a pretender. He's not the master of anything. When they think he mastered 33 degrees, he didn't know that that's 1 degree above freezing. You don't know anything about Solomon, Boaz, or Hiram. You don't understand none of that. You don't know you Hiram. You don't know I'm the one. They all had to come back and come over here and reach down in your grave so that the flesh from your body won't fall away. I'm the one that has come and reached down into your grave where you've been hit in the head and robbed of your place and your knowledge. And I'm the one that's raising you up, standing you up, perpendicular to the earth. Take you and spread the planet with you. I'm the one. Praise Yahweh. If you understood this name, then you wouldn't have had to go up before somebody leaving you half naked once you're on one off. Blindfolded. You still blindfolded. When they took the blindfold off your eyes, you didn't see nothing. You thought you saw the light. You don't see no light. You don't know no light. If you knew the light, you'd recognize me. You'd know I am the light. Praise God. Calling a white man, you worship Solomon, didn't know he was black? You worship King Solomon in secret. He built the greatest temple ever been built on the planet Earth, ever been built. But the temple he built has been destroyed. Behold, I'm greater than Solomon. I'm here. I'm greater than Solomon. Praise God. I'm building a temple to that same name that shall never be destroyed. His temple was destroyed. His temple was a sign, with all its luxury, was only a sign of me and my coming and my word. Glory to Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. James 2:19. Chew on that a little bit. I'm the only man on earth that can carry you up to 33 degrees, 90 degrees, 96 degrees, 98 degrees, and on into 360 degrees. Because I am Alpha and Omega, the infinite one. I represent infinity. No beginning or ending. I represent God Almighty, Yahweh, no limitation. Praise Yahweh. You take a oath and you bow down to other men. You claim God, but you don't bow down to him. You face the east. Do you or not know his name? Do you know the name that will get an answer to your prayer when you face the east? If you don't know his name, that's his name up there. If all you got were the 4 letters, then understand it's pronounced Yahweh. Yahweh, Yahweh. That's how you pronounce it. That's how you get an answer. Jesus ain't going to get you nothing but hell. Hey, brother. You pay all your dues. Go to all your lodge meetings. I'll teach you more about your lodge in one evening than you learn all your life. I don't care how many steps you go up. Go up 7. Claim you traveling the east. You lying. You're not traveling east. If you're not traveling with me, you're not going east. If you want to go east, I'm going over the pond. You don't know where the pond is. You pay all that money to go over the pond and look at a dead tomb, but you don't see nothing. I'm the one resurrected from the tomb. Praise God. You're not the master of your sign or your degree or nothing else. You know master too. You claim to stand foot to foot, knee to knee, chest to chest, hand to back, mouth to ear, but you lying. You don't do none of that. It's just a game. You don't understand it. If you did, you'd be standing with me. What kind of man and woman are you to know the name of the mighty God Yahweh? Face the east in your secret closet call his name and get an answer to your prayer, but can't tell your son, daughter, or wife. You see, I'm not bound, you bound. I'm here to set you free. You're in prison. You took a oath and went into prison. I'm here to open up your prison door. I'm here to set you captives free. Praise Yahweh. You not how you traveling east and haven't left? You haven't gone nowhere. You traveling east. Where you wear your suitcase? Got nothing in it. It'll take more than a sign to get you out of America. Well, there ain't gonna be but one time we go east, that's when I leave. All of us gonna go east. We gonna go east and stay east. Oh, yeah. James chapter 2, verse 19. I'm the only one who have the keys to raise you up. You talk about the tools of your craft and can't build nothing. Huh? Read James 2:19.
Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble.
If you believe, you do well. That's the only way you can do well, if you believe in the one God. That's it. Not this sucker. It's a faggot picture here. Look at the hand. You see the hand? You see that? Wrist broke on this faggot. White man is not God. Did you know that? He's not God. Did you know that? Why do you worship him? Why do you bow down to him? Because he's sitting on the judge seat? Huh? He's not the true judge. He's a crook. Two different laws, one for black and white, rich and poor, and those who are supposed to be in the secret. You give all the signs you want to. If it's against a white man that you committed a crime, you're going to jail. You can have mercy on the widow's son if you want to. Ain't no mercy for you unless you kill a nigger. Oh, hallelujah, Yahweh. See, the devil, the white devil, they tremble at me. Can't you tell why? I talk just like this in front of them. I went all across America, and when they came, I talked the same way. I didn't get excited until I saw a white face. Whenever I saw a white face in our town, that's when I really got mean. I just teach like this long as white folk now, and when they come in, I get really mean. And I let the world see they shake like that when they're around me. We got them recorded on video TV. We got them. Scripture, behold, one greater than Sodom is here. Matthew what? 12:42. Matthew 12:42. I've already said enough. You put down everything you know, come and follow me. Read.
The queen of the south shall rise up in the judgment with this generation, and shall condemn it. For she came from the uttermost parts of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon. And behold, a greater than Solomon is here.
I told you a few minutes ago. Who you think I made it up? I told you everything I say is in the book. John 10. Starting at verse 7 through 18. Truly, truly, I say unto you, my people in America, I am the door of you, the sheep. Now I have to take you back to another scripture, keep your hand right there, and let you know who my sheep are. Ezekiel 34:31. Let me show you who my sheep are. And you, the so-called black people of America, are my flock. You, the so-called black people of America, are the flock of my pastor. And you are men. You, my sheep, are men. And I am your God. I am your God. Not this white picture. I am. See, we don't look alike. See the difference?
Thank you for listening to our international broadcast. And now, some announcements by Yahweh, our Messiah.
I would like to once again thank you for listening. It is time for us to wake up nationwide. It is time for our people to come to Yahweh. Join Yahweh. Join the kingdom of Yahweh. For the end of this white man's world is at our very door. Come to Yahweh while you still have a chance. Run to Yahweh. Fly to Yahweh. 2 Timothy 2:15 teaches us to study, to show ourselves approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So I would invite you to study and do your research. Some of the books that you need are the dictionaries, encyclopedias, and go to your library. Research the word Yahweh. I highly recommend the following books for you to read and study and do research in, and they are the original Black Bible, the way it was before the white man changed it. You Are Not a Nigger book, Yahweh God of Gods. Let My People Go, the Hebrew Israelite Divine Dietary Law book, 100 Years of Lynchings, and our many pieces of free literature and free catalogs. Also, I would like to encourage you to listen daily to the cassette tapes, lesson number 1. And when lesson number 2 becomes available, get it also. Also, you should be playing the music of Yahweh in your homes and invite your friends to play the music of Yahweh in their homes, such as we have the world's best-selling album on cassette tape now, titled Let My People Go by Gideon, and also Spread the News by Yosef. 2 great best-selling tapes. You will enjoy those musical tapes highly. Also, I would like to invite all of you listening to this broadcast to help wake our people up. Spread the news about Yahweh. Testify about Yahweh and his son, Yahweh our Messiah. Also, go out and make 1,000 friends for Yahweh. Every day, make friends for Yahweh among our people. Also, my dearly beloved brothers and sisters, I would like to invite you to write to me. Write to me whenever you have a problem or a question or more information about Yahweh. Whatever the elder is not answering for you locally, then feel free to write me here at headquarters in Miami, 2766 Northwest 62nd Street, Miami, Florida, zip code 33147. We want you to know that we are now a worldwide movement. People all over the world, in the Caribbean islands, in the northern tip of South America, in Africa, Hawaii, the Philippines, Korea, they're all receiving our literature and reading about Yahweh and accepting Yahweh as God. In America, we have over 5 million people who are reading our free literature, our free newsletter, our free newspaper. All over America. Can you imagine? 5 million so-called black people in America are reading about Yahweh every month. That makes Yahweh the most powerful voice among our people here in the hills of North America. So join Yahweh today. Join this moving organization helping our people here in the land of North America. Lastly, I would like to invite you to send your tithes, your donations, and your offerings here to headquarters. Send them directly to headquarters here in Miami, 2766 Northwest 62nd Street, zip code 33147. Send all your tithes, offerings, and donations to headquarters so that I will know what you are doing directly myself. Read Malachi chapter 3, verses 6 through 10, and govern your life accordingly. Once again, it is such a pleasure talking with you, and I have truly enjoyed the services that we had today. Call your friends and tell them about this wonderful, wonderful program, and come and be with us every meeting night at our local temples in your city. Come and enjoy this 1 hour of letting me bring you a message directly from Yahweh to you. And after the class, fellowship, get to know one another and love one another and have wonderful times together. And look forward to coming to our 3 appointed feasts. You should not miss one. Come to all of them. Once again, always remember, our motto is one God, one mind, one love, and one action. And above all, never forget, Yahweh loves you, and so do I. Shalom, shalom. You, my people, are somebody special to me. Therefore, I am inviting you to meet me personally during our summer tour 1985. That's right, I am inviting you to meet me personally during our summer tour 1985. Now listen carefully for the dates that I'll be in your city. And now, our announcer.
On May 28th at the Curtis Hickson Hall on 600 Ashley in Tampa, Florida, beginning at 6 p.m. On June 4th at the Jacksonville Auditorium on 301 West Water Street in Jacksonville, Florida at 6 p.m. On June 9th at the Durham Civic Center on 101 City Hall Plaza in Durham, North Carolina, beginning at 1 p.m. On June 14th at the Raleigh Memorial Auditorium on 500 Fayetteville Street Mall in Raleigh, North Carolina at 6 p.m. On June 18th at the Richmond Mosque on 601 East Leah Street in Richmond, Virginia at 6 p.m. On June 21st at the D.C. Starplex Armory on 2001 East Capitol Street in Washington, D.C., beginning at 6 p.m. On June 29th at the Felt Forum in Madison Square Garden on 2 Pennsylvania Plaza in Manhattan, New York, beginning at 1 p.m. On July 3rd at the Newark Symphony Hall on 1020 Broad Street in Newark, New Jersey at 6 p.m. On July 7th, at the Philadelphia Civic Center on 34th and Civic Center Boulevard in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, beginning at 1 p.m. On July 13th, at the Ford Auditorium on 1 Washington Boulevard in Detroit, Michigan, beginning at 1 p.m. On July 16th, at the Cleveland Convention Center Music Hall on 1220 East 6th Street in Cleveland, Ohio at 6 p.m. On July 20th, at the Richard L. Jones Armory on 5200 South Cottage Grove Avenue in Chicago, Illinois at 1 p.m. On July 23rd, at the Cervantes Convention Center, Hall A on 801 Convention Plaza in St. Louis, Missouri, beginning at 6 p.m. On July 26th, at the Kansas City Convention Center Music Hall on 301 West 13th Street in Kansas City, Missouri, beginning at 6 p.m. On July 28th, at our local Yahweh Temple on 565 East 36th Street North in Tulsa, Oklahoma at 1 p.m. On July 31st, at the Majestic Theater on 1925 Elm Street in Dallas, Texas, beginning at 6 p.m. On August 5th, at the Houston Civic Center Music Hall, 615 Lute in Houston, Texas, beginning at 6 p.m. On August 8th, at the New Orleans Municipal Auditorium on Basin Street Hall, 1201 St. Peter Street in New Orleans, Louisiana, beginning at 6 p.m. On August 15th, at the Memphis Cook Convention Center, Dixon Myers Music Hall on 255 North Main Street in Memphis, Tennessee at 6 p.m. On August 19th, at the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center Concert Hall on 1 Civic Center Plaza in Birmingham, Alabama at 6 p.m. On August 27th, at the Atlanta Civic Center Auditorium, Maddox Hall on 395 Piedmont Avenue Northeast in Atlanta, Georgia at 6 p.m. And on August 30th, at the Bob Carr Auditorium on 500 West Livingston Street in Orlando, Florida at 6 p.m. If you would like your own copy of this broadcast, buy cassette tape. Send $5 to the Temple of Love, 2766 Northwest 62nd Street in Miami, Florida. Zip code 33147. Become a tape subscriber today.
From eternity to eternity. Eternity. I'm giving a word. Thankful to his name. The king is here to see his children home. Watch it.
Spread the news by Elder Yosef.
Let everyone praise, extol him, that ride on the heaven.
For your listening pleasure, more Yahweh music on YHWH Home Radio Broadcast, broadcasted live from international headquarters in Miami, Florida. And now, Let My People Go by Elder Gideon.
And tell
If the